What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger, man. Y'all already know who it is, man. DecemberDeMarco. Shout out to everybody for pulling up to the late night stream. Just wanted to get some info out there with y'all, man. Let me know in the chat how y'all feeling. Salute to the entire DD Nation, the entire High Roller Army, the Shib Army, Volt Army, and everybody else on YouTube that is rocking with us. So we got a few people in the building so far. Shout out to Antoine. Are you going live now? We live. Essence says, what up, DD Nation and High Rollers? Salute to all the High Rollers, y'all. We're going to be talking about some Shiba Inu updates. Y'all know we got this surprise that, we're expecting to come within the next, maybe 6 to 8 hours, depending on the time zone the team is, coming from. So we know Satoshi right now is in like El Salvador or posting from El Salvador. So giving us some movement before the actual news. Usually when we start to see Satoshi become more vocal, we usually get these surprises. So we talked about it in the last video. I'm speculating. Now remember, none of this is financial advice. You got to do your own due diligence. And remember, just never risk more than you're willing to lose. Well, I'm speculating that the Shiba Inu team is releasing the female Shiboshi collection tomorrow, Valentine's Day. Obviously, we know that the collection is coming, but I think that's the day that they're going to release it. And I also think these NFTs will allow people to be able to breed their NFTs and produce another NFT. Similar to what we've seen with the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection, where, you could breed the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT with the serum, and then you would get the Mute Ape collection. So if you notice also, there's a really big trend. I don't know if y'all been seeing this ERC 404. Let me know in the comment section, have y'all been seeing this as well? Now, I'm not too familiar with it, but I did want to, do a little due diligence, try to understand it a little bit more before I drop just a video with y'all talking about it, answering some questions now that I do have a little insight on it. But we're going to be getting more into it, looking at the technology. It's an experimental technology where they're combining the standard ERC 20 technology with the ERC 721, I believe it is, the NFT technology to produce these NFTs that are liquid, y'all. We're going to talk more about that as we get into the stream, but let me know, have y'all heard about that? Shout out to Alex. Say hello, December. Salute, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us on this late night one. PD Pure, my brother in the building, says salute, broski and family. Shout out to bro. Future Wealthy Nair in the building, dropping those rockets, man. Appreciate that, y'all. This one gonna be a nice one. Now, we ain't gonna have, a lot of fireworks and all types of things jumping off in the background, but what we will have is some good information in this stream, because I did learn some valuable information on these ERC 404 projects, and I think y'all will be interested in learning about it. It's very, very important to get in early on these new chains, these new technologies, because the early adopters are usually rewarded first. You get the time to learn about the ecosystems. You get the time to play around with it to see what it's like. And also, you got to be careful, because being an early adopter can mean you're taking on more risk. There's certain risks that come along with new technology. So just keep that in mind. That's why I say this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence and do not risk more than you're willing to lose. But this could be very big. Imagine the next blue chip NFT collection coming from this ERC 404 trend. That might be big, y'all. So we're going to get into that. Shout out to the people that tuned in. Antoine said, did you see Satoshi's tweet? So let me see. Did Satoshi make another one? I seen the last ones, but if Satoshi just made another one, I probably didn't. I was setting up the live stream. Let me check it out. Okay, yeah, I seen the last tweet. We talked about that one in the video. So the last tweet is there you are. She's on her way. Were you expecting her? Talking about the female collection of the Shiboshis, the Shiboshis. Love is in the air, says, she is coming. And then also Satoshi dropped, some hints for us saying, get ready, and also get your wallets ready, letting us know that this might be dropping very soon and is going to take some funds. So we're assuming this will be possibly through Shibarium. Also, it could be just through Ethereum. So keep that in mind also. But yeah, y'all, things are starting to heat up. We finally got Bitcoin crossing 50,000. Right now, it did pull back slightly, sitting at $49,701 right now. So we're going to talk about the prices, and then we're going to go over any updates today for Shiba Inu And then we'll talk more about this ERC 404 trend that we're seeing, and then cover some crypto news. So shout out to y'all that's in the building. Let me see. Baller not in the building said, peace to the family. Thanks, DD, for this live, man. Salute. Y'all, I've been reading some fire books, y'all. Bullish Economy says, win treat. The team has told us that Treat and She token are coming soon. Remember, if you see anything out right now with the name Treat or She, remember it's not associated with the official Shiba Inu ecosystem. So, do your own due diligence and, just be careful. But they told us it's coming soon. I would expect them to, I would expect them to drop it this year. Now, obviously, we've been waiting for a while, so it's just speculation. Can't say exactly when they will drop it. But I think it's about that time. We got Shibarium up and running. We got that burn feature automated. We got, a lot of our media sources out now. Shiba Inu is developing a lot of the developments that were promised in the past. And now it's time for, those other ones that are left out there, She and Treat. So I'm expecting it to happen sometime soon, man. But don't hold me to that because I can't call it. JT says, salute, high rollers, salute. Appreciate you pulling up on us, bro. Quintessential says, peace and prosperity to the Vit family. Shout out to my entire Vit family, man. Shout out to Quintessential. JT said, Vegas Inu token, high rollers, Vit growing organically, 1000x gems. That's what it's about, man. And if you're new to the stream, new to the channel, and you haven't yet checked out the Vegas Inu token, make sure you do so. All links to the project are in the description section of this video. Quintessential says, PD, peace, brother. Apostle says, December the GOAT, man, appreciate it. Shout out to you, bro. E-Man in the building said, Vegas Inu token, high rollers. Nunya says, sup, DD, sup, Vid fam. Salute to everybody pulling up on this late stream, man. I'm surprised y'all ain't all asleep. Dude Tyler says, what up, DD, high rollers, mount up, let's go. Mike in the building said, any updates on the layer 2 using SHIB as the gas token? Which project is that? Is that Wolf? Or is that the that second SHIB project? PD said, quintessential, salute, broski. Devin says, I just dreamed a whole jail beat me for good, and I felt happy and calm and innocent. I don't know, bro, on one. All right, get well, bro, get well. Bro said he's sick. Mike said, and did you just say that SHIB has finally started the auto burn SHIB? Yes, I believe that process has already started, if I'm not mistaken. But I do remember covering that already took place. Or the team was at least letting us know that they were rolling that out. Apostle says, I'm up 36K, my man. I'm a real student. Been rocking since 2021. You have the education to help us make that green, man. Salute. This is one of the ones right here. Bro up $36,000 from just tapping into the channel and really, doing his due diligence, taking that time in the gym to learn more, educating himself, and really doing what he's learning. And that's what it's about, man. Shout out to Devin. PD says, that SHIB chain. Zorlak01 says, up, man, salute. Jason says, hi from Australia. Shout out to Australia. So let's see. Okay, y'all. So we got the overall crypto market cap right now at 1.86 trillion. I told y'all, once we hit that 1.75 trillion market cap level, we was going to take off. And that's exactly what we did. We seen Bitcoin hit 50,000 right after that. Remember, for months, I've been telling y'all, that's a trigger point. That's a psychological point where most people are going to regain confidence. And those people that are sitting on the sidelines with, their funds at $1.75 trillion market cap, that's going to make them more optimistic that things are likely, going to continue to push upwards. And that's what we're seeing take place. Now, we might play around in this level because you got to remember, every time we break into a new level, people at one point were dying to, see these prices. But then once we're hovering around that area for 2 weeks, 2 months, people start to, start to FUD. So keep that in mind. The markets can play around and dance around with us. Just because we hit 50,000 does not mean it's going right to, 68,000 tomorrow. It doesn't mean that. It could play around in this range. So keep that in mind. Don't get fudded out. Don't trick yourself out of your spot if it just takes a little longer to play out. Remember, 5-6 months ago, we could only dream of seeing these prices this soon again. So, be grateful of what the market is giving us right now. I see a lot of people, not too excited about, well, now that we broke over that 50 level, but right before we broke over 50, I seen a lot of people starting to complain. But the fear and greed index at 71 right now. So starting to get up into that green area. We know that once we get around like 82, 84, 86, we start to see people lock in profits. That's when the markets are going through a little buzz of euphoria or a small little rally where everybody's seeing gains. Some people start to realize those gains, and then we start to see, as more people get greedy, smart money starts to step back. Remember, when the market is fearful, that's when it's time to be greedy. When the market is greedy, that is when it's time to be fearful. And it doesn't just mean once we get up to 82, 84, 86, or even higher, that it's time to just be ultimately fearful, where it's like, oh, we're going into a bear market. It just means things could likely cool off. Remember, markets have to go up, go down, go up, go down. It's called impulses and corrections. They have to breathe. So when you see it inhale, likely will exhale after that. You just give it time. Just, understand dollar cost averaging. Look for the dips. Look for those pullbacks. Remember, don't chase prices. Let the prices come to you. I know it can be exciting sometimes, and you can want to jump in on a project very early, but sometimes that can make you buy at a higher price. So just be patient. Study some technical analysis so that way you understand what's taking place on the chart. Also, speaking of technical analysis, I got 3 of my courses available right now. My stock options trading course, my crypto one-on-one course, and my technical analysis course. Normally, these courses go for $2,500. I'm giving the first 5 people to email me at DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com these courses, the option of whichever course you want, for $200, y'all. So price is no longer a barrier. If those of you that are serious want to take advantage of that, email me right now, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. Again, that's the first 5 people. So I will get the notifications and lock in your spots based on the order that you reach out to me. You can't beat that, man. $2,500 course with a ton of valuable information. Really, the $2,500 price tag was a cheap price. So tap in with me ASAP. I got you. Now, let's see. We'll just pull it up on this. Mike says, I don't really know what project said that they were going to use SHIB as gas token. I'm just praying that it's not a scam. See, you just want to do your due diligence, before you put your money anywhere, connect your wallet anywhere, make sure you vet, whatever it is you're connecting to, or whatever community you're you're thinking about, entering. So right now, Ethereum absolutely pumping right now. We got Ethereum at 26.49, not for the day, but just, I'm liking Ethereum for the week. So 26.48. We got Solana now in 4th place at $112.74, up 17.6% on the week. BNB at 327, up 8.3% for the week. We got XRP at 52 cents, down 1% on the day and up 4.4% for the week. Then we got Cardano at 55 cents, down 1.2% on the day and up 12.4% for the week. AVAX at $39.75, up 16.48% on the week, and then down 3% on the day. We got Link at $19.99, down 1% on the day, up 9% for the week. Doge at 8 cents. Remember, Doge is one of those ones, OG meme coin, is going to start to run once the money trickles down. 0.75% in the red for the day, up 4.19% in the green for the week. We got Tron at 12 cents, up 3.5% for the week. Dot at $7.61, up $2 and up 2.76% on the day, up 13% for the week. Matic up 8.3% on the week, sitting at 85 cents. We got Timecoin at 218, down almost 1% on the day and up 6.7% for the week. We got ICP at $13.33, down 0.5% on the day and up 11.95% for the week. And then, obviously our favorite token, Shiba Inu, at 17th place by market cap, sitting at 50.9503, down 0.77% on the day, up 7.26% for the week. Now look, y'all, Shiba Inu is just cooling off right now. It's just trying its best to give those that truly believe. Now remember, this is not financial advice. I'm just having fun with this, but I truly do believe it's just giving people the time to be able to accumulate. Obviously, there's more going on, with these Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin ETF approval. A lot of the focus is on Bitcoin, OGs, Ethereum, BNB, those blue chips. The focus is more up there. But once those funds start to trickle down and more people become more confident of the market, we're going to see the Shiba Inus, the Doges, the baby Doges, all those OG meme coins, the Pepe possibly. I'm just throwing out some names here, but these OG meme coins that did really well are likely going to see, some movement again. So keep that in mind. Shout out to my bro PD coming through with the $50 super chat, man. Salute, bro. Bro says steak dinner, broski, man. Appreciate it, bro. This is another real one right here. Bro always hold it down, man. Bro done bought me a few steaks on the channel, so definitely got to salute to PD, man. Appreciate that, bro. Apostle says the markets can remain irrational longer than we can remain solvent. We don't want that. That's facts. You just got to be patient, and that's why you want to buy into projects that you have confidence in. Now, obviously, if you're a DJ and you're speculating on these short-term projects, that's a little different, but you reserve a short or a smaller amount of your portfolio, to allocate towards meme type of DJing plays. You don't want to just, have your whole portfolio straight YOLO, and unless that's your strategy and you're okay with doing that. PD says, smash the like button, family. Make sure y'all run those likes up, man. Appreciate it. We about to get into this SHIB update, see what we got new going on with SHIB for the day, and then we're going to talk about ERC 404 project. So we'll talk a little bit about what it is and also a few projects that are buzzing. So Giovanni Lewis says, insiders say Ethereum ETF before Bitcoin halving. Good time to load up on Ethereum, but don't forget we're gonna have a crypto drop in March. It definitely, is in the cards for them to do something, to hit us with the okie doke, to get everybody rallied up, get a lot of money on the table, and then, shake the markets up and, everybody start, locking in profits, those who've been locked in, from 16K Bitcoin, 20K Bitcoin, 25, 30K Bitcoin, 40K Bitcoin. These people are going to start taking profits at some level. So you want to keep that in mind also. And if you're somebody who's looking to buy, you can continue to dollar cost average, but just do so wisely and look for those key support areas in the chart so that way you can take advantage of them when you see the price go towards those levels. But yeah, Bitcoin having about 65 days away, I think. Shout out to E-Man, said hit the like button, high rollers. Apostle says, you said NFA, but dive into the red. So I said, F this, I want to quit work. So I threw in 8K and it was well worth it. Now I look back on it. Good work, bro. I try to say, what has worked for me. And, I got to say not financial advice because, as an influencer, we just want to let, people who are newcomers to the space know that this is not the end all be all of advice. We could be wrong sometimes as influencers. So, you still want to do your own due diligence and use proper risk management and just never risk more than you're willing to lose. But that's facts though. You want to dive in on the red. When you see assets that are undervalued and the value should be more than what it is, you want to take advantage of that. I like to say dive on the red. Just dive on it. It can be scary sometimes. It can look like you're doing the wrong thing. But guess what? When the price starts to turn around, you have taken advantage of that discount. So when you see it red, there's a saying, buy when there's blood in the streets. That's what that is. You're buying the price when it's on discount versus somebody who's buying it when it's green and you're chasing the price levels. I know it takes a while to understand that. It took when I first got started, when I was fresh, it took me, a minute to understand that as well. Like, green means go, red means stop in our minds. So when we see the prices, the candles going red, we don't want to buy that. But when, as a beginner, when you see the green candles, you likely want to chase those because it looks like it's time to go. But usually that's the wrong thing to do. So Devin says it's because I'm sick and I would. Come on, man. Where my mods at on the channel? Apostle said, you said NF. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's get into SHIB update. Let's check out Lucy's page, see what we got here. So we just checked Satoshi's page. No major updates since the last video. Let's see what we got from Lucy today. So single Shiboshi seeking new love in the blockchain of hearts, but mine is already taken. At Lucy, any other Shiboshi out there ready to dance their way into Valentine's Day? If you don't own a Shiboshi, join the heartwarming journey to find your pixelated match. So NFTs look like they are making a comeback right now, especially with the ERC 420 trend. Let me pull this up. So here's that post right here. We got 59 people like that. So it does show that there is some interest. When was this? 9 hours ago. Some interest, but not a major amount of interest. So I'm curious to see how this will play out. I think if it is announced that the team has some type of breeding feature where you can produce or breed two NFTs and get another one to pair with it or to come from it, I think that can make people excited because it's like a way of giving back free money to the community, similar to what they did with Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. Now remember, if you had the Bored Ape, you can combine it with the serum in order to get the Mutant Ape Yacht Club NFT, and those NFTs start going for, I think at one point I seen them for like $30,000. So if the team did that with Sheep, I definitely think the team has enough, let's just call it clout in the space that people would be excited about it. Think about the newspaper editions. We got the Sheep magazine. Everybody's minting those covers each and every, bi-weekly. So with that taking place, it shows that people are still engaged when it comes to NFTs. They just want something exciting. So if they give us something exciting, I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe some Shiba Inu puppies, not sure. But it can definitely open up the door for, future breeding with those NFTs and, just push it down the road even further. So I see they got the Shiba Punks collaboration. It says, in the digital realm where coins collide, a lone Shiboshi searched far and wide. Then on Valentine's, a pixel heart he found. Shiboshi's embrace, his love was close to be crowned, but the third wheel Shiba Punks arrived. Shiboshis meet Shiboshis and the third wheel. I wonder what they plan on doing with this Shiba Punks collection. I didn't get too wrapped up into it. When they first dropped, I did talk about them briefly, I think in a few live streams or videos, but I never actually got into the collection. Let me know if any of y'all did. So they said this is a good one. Shiba Punks right between Shiboshis and Shiboshis, while Shiboshis work Shiboshis and Shiba Punks. Be careful, Shiboshi. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Shiba Punks is encroaching. Shiboshis and Shiba Punks have a lot of love, bone to share. Got spunk. Third wheel. Gold badge is cool. Is the gray badge. Okay, so Shiba Punks doing their thing. So you can see this has generated some new interest in the Shiboshis collection. People have been grabbing some in preparation of whatever event is likely to take place in the next 6 to 8 hours. I'm speculating. But take a look at all the different people grabbing their, or just either grabbing new NFTs from the Shiboshi collection or just posting theirs, saying that they're ready to find love, as the team say, or possibly breed. So happy Valentine's Day. It would be interesting. What if you and another person could breed NFTs and produce a batch of, puppies, which would create a separate batch of NFTs? That would be pretty dope, man. Chubi says, if you know, Shiboshis. First says, if you know, Shiboshis. So you can see everybody got their Shiboshis ready. Just wanted to get y'all on y'all toes with this event so you can know that it is taking place. So Lucy says, something funny happened to me. I can't use any of my wallets or my phone. Thanks for understanding. And I'll soon finish the giveaway. I've traveled my whole life and never lost anything until now. It's no big deal, but hopefully tomorrow it will be sorted out. So also, watch out for scams taking place. There is a fake Shiboshis going around right now at Shiboshis _ERC. So please be aware of that. Do not fall for that. Let's retweet that out so that way more people are informed. And then also K9 Finance says, welcome Buzz DeFi OX to K9 Finance DAO. Team as the DAO founder and developer for K9. His crypto history, builder since 2016, third BTC coming up, DeFi and Lido Finance power user, 21 plus contracts successfully launched and audited with over 500 million in TVL and 500K plus users. So shout out to Buzz joining the team. Also, if you haven't heard, y'all, we may have an interview coming up in the not too distant future, y'all, with the K9 Finance team. So connect the dots on that, man. Excited about that. And then Special K says, just received my special edition Shiba Inu Tangent wallet. I have to say it arrived super woofing fast. Love the packaging and setup. So that's our Shiba Inu updates. It looks like. Hold on, wait a minute. Hey, Sheep Army, just want to let you know that the Sheep cover NFT was sold just moments ago in Mantra Protocol for 50 bone. If you missed the mint of any of the editions, you now have the chance to get them in Mantra or list yours for sale. So nice. It looks like people are expanding to different protocols. Shiba Inu leading non-custodial wallet integrates Shibarium for its 1 million plus users. To stay informed, follow the right channels. Join Shibarium Discord, announcement channels, and pin messages, and Shibarium Telegram pin messages, and participate in our Shibarium spaces when available. Don't forget to read the Sheep magazine for all the answers you need. And then we got Dear Shiboshis. Join Shibarium Discord and follow Satoshi Cow, Shiboshi's World, and Sheep Token. That's where you can expect to find news only. And also, we will have all the latest Shiba Inu news here on the channel, so make sure y'all got your notifications on for that. And shout out to the Moon, says, hi, I'm from New Zealand, Wellington. Shout out to New Zealand, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Apostle said, my Shiboshi has more chance of finding love than I do. Leela Gamer says, buy bad idea. Shout out to the Bad Brigade, man. And then PD came through with another super chat, man. Shout out to bro. PD says, I bought Solana in the red at 950 and Chainlink at 593. That's how you money. I have more fun in the bear market than the bull market. Once you have money, it's cool, but the research is fun. Facts. This is somebody else who's seen a lot of success from the same thing. So for those of you who might be afraid, and I want to say shout out to the replay gang as well. Salute to y'all, because I know y'all going to catch this also. Drop hashtag replay gang in the comment section if you're somebody catching this after the stream. But, this is the way to do it. This is the way. You want to buy when other people are fudding, fear, uncertain, and doubtful about it. That's when you're going to get the best price. You can wait until people are more optimistic about it, but guess what? When optimism rises, the price will also rise as well. So, do your due diligence, find out if it's a solid project that you truly believe in, and allocate a certain percentage to it. You don't have to go crazy. You can say, hey, I want to build up to, maybe $1,000 in this project, and I'll, go to the next one. If you aren't confident in it. It's based on your confidence level. If you're semi-confident, small level of confidence, you don't know who the team is, you're not sure if they're gonna, run off on a project, then only put 500, $1,000, or even smaller amounts. Just be careful with what you do put in and understand the risk that's associated with it. So let's see. Shout out to the local 420, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Said, let's go. Diving into K9 finance. Light paper V1, the building block of DeFi and real yield on the Shibarium blockchain. Liquid yield generated by Shibarium, governed by dogs. Abstract K9 Finance is a liquid staking derivative platform for the Shibarium blockchain, providing the fundamental cornerstones of real DeFi in the Shibarium ecosystem. K9 Finance is an official Shibarium validator and rewards K9 token holders with bone earned from validating blocks. The K9 DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, is named the Roundtable of Dogs, which will shepherd and pioneer adoption of true DeFi on Shibarium. The DAO will manage the K9 treasury, vote on new roadmap items, and have the mission of growing and supporting DeFi adoption for Shibarium. So shout out to the team working to put that down. Let's see, they say a high level of architecture. So Bone is staked in K9 Finance's Shibarium validator. So it starts off with the K9 Shibarium validator. Real yield to stakers, Bone earned by the validator. Okay, so the validator is earning. Bone is staked in K9 Finance's Shibarium validator. Bone goes into liquid staking. So it's deposited, step 1. Step 2, provide liquidity. Step 3, farm. Step 4, vest, stake, and earn real yield with K9. 50 bone, 50 K9 bone plus K9. And then 5, it looks like it's where you make the money. So it looks like the entry to staking is 50 bone, 50 K9 bone, and plus a certain amount of K9 you might have to hold on to. And then it looks like 50 bone for providing liquidity, and then 50 K9 bone. I'm not sure if you need both or if that's just, one of the options. So nice to see that taking place, giving more utility to Shibarium, making Shibarium a stronger protocol. Let's see. Okay, so that's our Shiba Inu update, y'all. Now we're going to talk more about ERC 404 projects and the protocol and what is it about? What are some of the projects that are leading on that chain? So Shady says, I have made it by goal to quit work, so I've made all the sacrifices now so I can do what I want later on. Hey, that's a good trade-off, man. You got to make those sacrifices. Giovanni says, way too many projects going on Shibarium. People love simplicity. They need to stick to the basics. Utilize Shiba Inu for value and burns. Need both. Too much going on. Too many places to invest. So you don't have to invest in all the projects you see on Shibarium. But the reason why I think it's a good idea to have a lot of projects on Shibarium is because it increases transactions. The more trading value, the more transactions that take place over the Shiba Inu Shibarium network, the more Shiba Inu, or the more bone is accumulated, which leads to more Shiba Inu being burned. So for that reason, I'm excited about more projects joining the ecosystem. And then these projects may also provide some kickback or utility to Shiba Inu also by burning tokens, requiring people to hold Shiba Inu in order to participate in certain dApps and things of that sort. So, hopefully we start to see, obviously there'll be a flood of projects that are, janky projects that don't really do anything, but eventually the good projects will, stand out, and hopefully people will attract to those that are providing as much value to the SHIB ecosystem as possible. So let's see. Okay, so ERC, so what is ERC 404? ERC 404 is an experimental token standard built on the Ethereum blockchain that aims to combine the functionalities of ERC 20 tokens, fungible tokens, and ERC 721 tokens, non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, into a single standard. So remember, this is a experiment at this point. So any trading or activity you do over this standard, you got to understand there's a lot of risk that's associated with it because it's brand new and they're testing it out. It hasn't been vetted or approved by the Ethereum Foundation yet, so you got to keep that in mind. But let's see what Coindesk is saying about it. So what is ERC 404? The experimental standard whose first token has rocketed 12,000% in 1 week. So ERC 404 allows multiple wallets to directly own a single NFT, and in the future, create a use case where that specific exposure can be tokenized and used to take out loans or stake holdings. The first token based on a new unofficial and experimental type of Ethereum standard has given rise to a new multi-million-dollar sub-asset class in the crypto market. Pandora, the first of the so-called ERC 404 tokens, traded as high as $32,000 on Friday morning, from a low of $250 in just under a week. So think about that. This is why we don't want to ignore. I know it can be a lot sometimes to keep up with all this new technology, all these new updates, but it's important that you do so, because the earlier you are, the more or the better chance you have at, really knocking one out the park. So Pandora, the first of the so-called ERC 404 tokens, traded as high as $32,000 on Friday morning from a low of $250 in just under a week. It has a supply of only 8,000 tokens and traded some 76 million in volumes in the past 24 hours. Several projects have already latched on to the hype and issued their own versions of ERC 404 tokens. So you can also look for successful projects, blue chip projects that might hop on this wave as well. Right now, we don't know if this is something that will stand the test of time, but we know it's new, it's hot, and there's about $253 million in volume in this asset class that we're seeing right now already, and it just started. So it's still under $1 billion market cap as the entire asset class. So this is very, very early. So connect the dots, man. Not telling you to go do anything crazy, but just really come do your due diligence. So some of these have airdropped a small part of their token supply to Pandora holders, boosting demand for the token while also creating hype for their own projects. While some have launched on other blockchains such as Arbitrum and Solana. So keep in mind, it will be on other chains. It won't just be on Ethereum. We'll probably see, Solana, 404s, which I already seen some of those, but Arbitrum and every single other chain. We might even see the BNB chain with some 404s. So in a bid to be the first mover in an entirely different ecosystem. So here's a tweet from them. Pandora team says, one of the most exciting airdrops announced thus far for Pandora holders. ERC 404 enables a plethora of exciting concepts and mechanics for gamification and interactivity. Pay attention to the teams that are willing to get creative and make the most out of them. That's a good point. Think about it. The Bored Ape Yacht Club of this technology could be building right now or could have already just launched, and you could be early on to this. Now, there's a few collections that I already heard of. I just want to say the names off the top. I haven't done my due diligence, so it's not sponsored. So, do your own due diligence. Take these names with a grain of salt, but I'm just giving you a starting point. Pandora Bank, MPC, another one, let's see, D-Frogs. And we'll also take a look at a list of a few other ones as well, but just, take a mental note or write those ones down, and then do your due diligence. Prominent Exchange, OKX, and Binance have announced support for ERC 404 tokens on their Web3 wallets, adding legitimacy to the standard and further boosting hype. So connect the dots there. We're seeing tier 1 exchanges, tier 2 exchanges start to allow these tokens on their platforms. That's usually a good sign to say that we're early. So what is ERC 404 in the first place? ERC 404 combines the popular ERC 20 and ERC 721 standards for token issuance on Ethereum and non-fungible tokens, respectively. So basically, the same way that we have tokens on Ethereum, meme coins, those would be considered ERC 20 tokens. ERC 721 tokens are NFTs. They combine this technology to create what they call ERC 404 token NFTs, which are a mix of the two. So it's a token as well as an NFT. So you can buy a fraction of an NFT now. So let's say there's a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT on the 404 ERC side. Now, instead of just having to completely purchase an entire NFT, let's say for 20,000, you can now buy 1/10 of these NFTs or fractions of these NFTs, and you could be able to collect the entire whole of the NFT to be able to have the NFT. Now, once you collect all the tokens that equal one whole of the NFT, it will mint a new NFT to your wallet. And these new minted NFTs will have a random rarity attached to it, which makes it exciting. So not only now can you have the tokens, you can have, or not only can you have the NFT, you can have it in a liquid version by having the tokens, but by building up the tokens, which allow you to dollar cost average into it, because you are now allowed to buy fractions of it, you can possibly come out on top with a super rare NFT just by collecting a whole of these fractional shares, which you have the tokens to. So at any point you can sell the tokens. Remember, with NFTs, you have to, if you wanted to sell your NFT, you have to put it up for sale and wait for someone to bid on it or accept whatever you're selling it for. Now with ERC 404, that doesn't have to happen. There's a liquid pool, that where you can trade in and out of. So at any moment you could trade those fractions of the NFT or the entire NFT itself. And that's what's revolutionary about this. And like they said, it opens up a lot of opportunities for other technology, other, use cases, gamification, and other exciting, things that we've yet to see. So, get ready for this one. People in crypto hate friction. Control, one of the developers of Pandora and ERC 404, told Coindesk in a Telegram message. Every solution before ERC 404 had too much friction and was usually a wrapping solution that abstracted the original NFT that people wanted to fractionalize or make liquid. He said, collectors hated this and it limited adoption significantly. ERC 404s have these functions by default and don't rely on confusing third-party protocols and solutions, he added. ERC 404 developers say on their GitHub page that while the two standards it combines are not designed to be mixed, the project strives to do so in a robust manner in as as robust a manner as possible while minimizing trade-offs. This standard is entirely experimental and unaudited. While testing has been conducted in an effort to ensure execution is as accurate as possible, developer OX Acme said on GitHub, the nature of overlapping standards, however, does imply that integrating protocols will not fully understand their mixed function. So keep that in mind. Also, I got reports when I was doing my due diligence early on this that OpenSea has paused trading for some of these ERC 404 collections. Now, I'm not sure if it's back up and running. We will check that out, but just wanted to inform y'all of that. So EIP in play to become official. So, however, ERC 404 is not an officially recognized Ethereum token standard, a set of rules and protocols that define how digital tokens should behave and interact within a specific blockchain ecosystem. The team is actively working on Ethereum improvement proposal for the token standard. EIP is the process of introducing a new feature or functionality to Ethereum. The EIP process can take a while and isn't quick to do, developers added. So that might be the reason why it isn't officially stamped yet or approved by the Ethereum Foundation, just because it takes a while and it's so new. So it goes on to say, we really need to make sure we get it right and approach this with the bulletproof proposal, Control said. Considering where this weird nascent thing that's spawned from a very informal side of the market. If approved, the standard will be an official one recognized by the Ethereum Foundation, a nonprofit that maintains the Ethereum blockchain, for use within the Ethereum ecosystem as an agreed upon framework that is compatible with Ethereum-based applications. So that's our breakdown of what ERC 404 standard is. Let's see, let's go over to, so if you take a look at CoinMarketCap, this is why you want to pay attention to this ERC 404 trend, because take a look at this. Not only is the Solana ecosystem on fire, this ERC 404 ecosystem is as well. So the market cap is at $209 million. So it's pulling back right now. Trading volume in the last 24 hours is at $71 million, 71.9 million. So you can see it's, it's respectable. Down 15% from where it was yesterday. So that does let you know that it's an opportunity here. You might see some discounts. So we got the first collection, number one rated collection, at 53 million in volume in the last 24 hours. So making up a large percentage of that 71 million in volume. We got Pandora ranked at 245 on CoinMarketCap. So this is an NFT collection, but also it is a token. So for the first time, you can hold the NFT and also have the tokens as well. And when you go to sell the tokens, let's say you had this NFT in your wallet and you got the tokens as well. Once you start to sell the tokens, the NFT is sent from your wallet and burned. And then once a full amount of the tokens is collected, a whole of the NFT, so let's say 0.1 token, once you get 10 of those 0.1s, you will mint a new NFT and it'll be generated to your wallet randomly with some type of random rarity. And who knows, you can get something super random or super rare, or you can just get something that's, basic. But the second project we see here is 404 blocks right now. And take a look at Pandora's price, $21,145, y'all, up 132% in the last 7 days. So this is cool to see though, because this project, this is the OG one. Obviously, this is the one that started it all off, but we see these other projects all in the red, which is a perfect opportunity for you to do your due diligence on it right now. Look at some of these projects down 25% for the week, 24% for the week, 84% for the week, 77% for the week, 81% for the week, 72% for the week, 93% for the week. Now, if this is just a fad where it falls off the face of the earth, then, obviously things won't pick back up. But if this trend does catch on, you could be getting this at a significant discount. This is equivalent to the early days of Shiba Inu when the prices were pulling back 90, 95, 99%. And, the people who bought in it at the very, very beginning were underwater. This could be one of those opportunities right here. So 404 blocks, $5,110 right now, down 25% on the day. D-Frogs sitting at $1,181, down 3.86% on the day, down 24% for the week. Then we got Monarch at $227, up 25% for the day, down 84% on the week. And then 404 Bakery, this is that bacon I was telling y'all about, sitting at 2 cents, down 37% on the day and up 6.6% for the week. And then we got Rugged Art at $280 per token, but down 5% for the week and down 77% for the week. Now be careful with these ones, y'all. They got the name Rugged right in it. You know, sometimes they troll you and put it right in front of your face. So keep that in mind. You really want to do your due diligence on something like that. On all of them you do, but especially something like that before you put your money in. Now Anons is $3,045, down 10% down on the day and down 81% for the week. Yes is at $18.11, down 11.8% on the day and down 71% for the week. And then Ethereum's OS, I believe this is the actual company that created the ERC 404 standard. So this is one that you might definitely want to check out and take a look at them. They're up 405% for the week. So people can be, possibly going to check this one out because they are the developer of this technology. So sitting at $9.93, up 4% on the day, up 405% for the week. Then we got Crystal at $452.20, up 11.5% on the day, down 33% for the week. And then EtherRock 404 at 3,705, down 51% on the day and 93% for the week. That might be one you really want to take a look at, down 50%, because if it does have a nice little bounce tomorrow, as more people learn about this, that could be, some easy gains right there. Now, not financial advice, just, letting you know to take a look at that discount. So long totem sitting at 0.001, up 2.3% on the day and down 60% for the week. Then we got Mystical at $78.41, down 8% on the day, down 43% for the week. Maze Sweepers at $25, down 36% on the day and down 78% for the week. And just keep in mind, y'all, a lot of times when a project pulls back this heavily, it can be hard for it to rebound. So if it's down 96%, yes, that's or for the week, yes, that's a major opportunity to get in at a very cheap price. But also you want to make sure that the community still has faith in the project. You want to make sure that the team still, has plans for the project and whatnot. So that's Potion 404, $126, down 29% on the day, 96% for the week. And then we got Avatar at 23 cents, up 8.7% on the day, down 26% for the week. And then MemeFi Toy Box at $128, down 3.69% on the day, up 13% for the week. Now come check some of these out, man. You'll hate to hear that one of these you heard in this stream ends up, doing something crazy and you heard about it but didn't even, get a chance to do your due diligence. So make sure y'all check out a few of these. Now let's jump back over to Twitter. Check out Watcher Guru. Check out a few of the top story he has going on. Let's see. Giovanni said hurts investing. Alex says technical analysis is important. Remember that moves happen in the market before it hits the news. A lot of people make investment decisions based upon the news. That's why there's a saying called buy the rumor and actually sell the news. Giovanni says making Shibarium complicated scares people away, but that's why it's important to have early developers who are building on it that are willing to simplify some of these things. I keep saying this, they're building the highways, the railroads to Shibarium. The early developers are making the UIs more simple for beginners and making projects so that way people can just onboard themselves onto using Shibarium through projects versus having to build on it themselves. Giovanni, also, that's another thing. Speaking of building, when you're learning about these new technologies, don't just look at it from the investing side. Do your due diligence and study how you can, bring value to the ecosystem. Look at what it takes to become a developer of the technology. Think about what ideas you have that can help the space and things that you would want to use, and think about how you can use these, new technologies to bring them to the space. So Giovanni said we would burn so much more if they didn't fork. Forked without community wanting that. But let's go. Shiba is still a huge SHIB investor. What do you mean they forked? I don't think they really forked. O'Shea says, how do we connect the dots? So you connect the dots by doing your research. And then after you do that research, ponder on it and really think outside the box on the information that you collected and see how it can tie together. Tiffy says Shiba Inu totally bakbas. Apostle says with a pen. Nanya says subscribe and the dot star to connect. Shout out to Nanya. PD says will vote be ETH 404? That's a good question. PD says we should have BSC 404 for the VIT NFTs. Man, I'm trying. I'm you know we doing some due diligence, bro. Mike Jones says high rollers Vitoshi salute. Man, appreciate everybody tuning in. Just in, Ripple acquires crypto trust company Standard Custody and Trust Co. to expand U.S. options. So, you know, Ripple making some moves there. That's a huge move for Ripple, diving deeper into the crypto custody game. So that might open up more doors for Ripple, obviously on the U.S. side, but that might allow them to participate in more services that they weren't able to at first, which could really just make the ecosystem even stronger. So using funds raised by dumping securities on retail. XRP, the greatest stablecoin of all time. Nice. We will dump some XRP with them when it increases in a pump. Acquiring these companies that are going to shape Ripple to take over the financial system is like buying land. That's a good point. Okay, so this means they have to get the money somewhere. I suspect another drop in price of XRP. How pleasant. So people that think like that, you should just switch your mentality to thinking of taking advantage of those discounts. Because this is the thing. If the price is going to pull back in the short term, you know, that's a short term thing versus, you know, what the team is trying to do. They're trying to build something. That short term price pullback isn't the end of the world. That utility that's being brought forward can help the project push to new levels and attract more people. So that way you can not only, you know, so it's really a win-win because, you know, it's helping the project produce something and it's also giving you the opportunity to buy more for an even cheaper price. When is Bitcoin going to buy JP Morgan? Someone had a wake-up call. Plans to acquire means it's not done yet. Let's go. Acquiring a crypto trust company after getting founder's wallet hacked. Makes sense. Sounds good. Ripple going to the moon. Nice starting to get some hope for my bags. So that's what some people are saying. See what else we got here. Breaking. U.S. inflation falls to 3.1% higher than expectations. Kraken Exchange says still inflating. Borovic says, I love when inflation falls higher. This is a great thing. I want all humans to do well. Looks like my grocery bill didn't get the memo that inflation fell. Maybe it's too busy hanging out with the rising gas prices at a let's not drop party. Bullish for Bitcoin. And it's a fact, you know, this is bullish for Bitcoin because as people get more and more tired of the financial system, you know, traditional dollar, they're going to look for other alternatives, and that is Bitcoin and crypto. So, you know, those of us that are in right now, we are still very early. You just got to be patient, man. I know sometimes it can be hard, and a lot of people in this aren't true investors. You know, they're looking for those overnight, over weekend, over week, over month type of, you know, gains. Now, yes, you can have a DGen aspect to you because, you know, we like to do that too on the channel, search for those quick plays that can hit. But at the same time, you have to understand investing is a long-term game. If you're a speculator, that means you're a short-term trader, someone who, you know, looks for short-term opportunities in the market. But that is not investing. That's speculation. It's okay to do that. You know, there's a lot of successful people that do that, but you have to understand the difference. So when it comes to DGen plays, you know, cool. If you want to speculate, you want to be short-term in it, you want to try to, you know, buy low, sell high real quick, or just catch something in a train before it leaves, that's cool. But when it comes to these bigger plays, Bitcoin, you know, the blue chips, Shiba Inus, you have to be patient. Just be patient. The overall market is still continuing to grow. Those projects that survive will just be better off just because of that. Now, not every single one, but those legitimate projects with good communities, with good development, you know, that people are still excited about, those communities will do well. And also, especially if they have some really good utility. Someone says, how can it fall higher? They did say they didn't. U.S. inflation falls to 3.1% higher than expectations. Crazy. Just in, Michael Saylor says MicroStrategy is now a Bitcoin development company. in the same way you would see a real estate or a petroleum developer. So just connect the dots. When you see Michael Saylor switching over his whole business model, I don't know exactly what he's doing here. I'm just talking, but you know, when you start to see them switch over the way they're doing business and they're leaning towards Bitcoin, you know it's getting real. So he owns MicroStrategy, one of the largest holders of Bitcoin in the world. This guy was completely bullish throughout the entire bear market, throughout everything people said about Bitcoin. He just kept on buying, kept on buying. Some people said he was crazy, but now he's sitting on, I think they said like what, 3.5 billion in unrealized gains in Bitcoin. That's crazy. So just in, $1.5 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton files for spot Ethereum ETF. So that's taking place. So Ethereum, you know, it's looking like the same thing. We'll be seeing a $5,000 Ethereum pretty soon. Well, at least 4,000, I think. Not financial advice, it's just what I think. Because look what happened with Bitcoin pushing up to 50K after the ETF's approval. Now, remember, it didn't, you know, do extremely well right away. It took a little moment for Bitcoin to start to rally. But once it did, you know, now we started to see it up to 50,000. So breaking Bitcoin 50,000, we talked about that. So yeah, y'all, Super Bowl was lit. Speaking of lit, y'all, we had the Vegas Inu token billboards out in the city. I'm thinking about doing another round of those for this upcoming week, just because there's still a lot of people still in town that might be taking part in other festivities and other things that are, you know, going on in the city. So I'm thinking about that one. Also, we got the NFT collection coming up soon, so make sure you're tapped in for that with Vegas Inu token. To learn more about the project, if you're new, you can find the links in the description section of this video. The community is working on some pretty cool things. Also on the development side, we are as well. So you can be expecting to learn more and hear more about those things coming up soon. Also, we got the merch collection out right now. If you want to get whitelisted for one of the Vegas Inu token NFTs, make sure you grab some of the merch and just let us know in the message, so that way you can get your wallet whitelisted. Also, got the courses going right now. My stock options trading course, teaching you how to trade options in the stock market Monday through Friday. So if you're somebody who wants to speculate, that doesn't want to long-term invest all the time, you want to learn how to make money short-term, daily, weekly, this is a course for you. Stock options trading is a new way to make money. Basically, with the options, you're betting whether the market is going up or down. You still have the opportunity to make money. So you can reach out to me to get that course. I got the crypto one-on-one course, just giving you a well-rounded understanding of cryptocurrency investing. And then I got my technical analysis, of course, giving you, you know, the breakdown to the charts, teaching you how to interpret the data from the candlesticks, how to use the tools, indicators, and how to pull it all together to become a better informed investor. So right now, those courses usually go for $2,500. I'll say it again. It's a $2,500 course. Should be worth more than that. But right now, the first 5 people, I think at least 2 people reached out because I got 2 notifications. But the first 5 people can get this course for $200 right now. Email me, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. Just let me know which course you're interested in, the stock options trading course or the crypto one-on-one course, or the technical analysis course. And these courses are very important to your overall education. This is for those that are serious about going to the next level. If you really want to understand how to do what, you know, when to do what, how, and also my stock options trading course has some day trading principles in there as well. So you'll be able to watch me day trade live while, you know, you're seeing the things that I'm teaching inside of the course. You're seeing me use these things and make money as well, thousands of dollars actually. So if you're interested in that, reach out to DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. First 5 people get that course for $200. This is a limited time thing, but I'm really just trying to get this information out there for as many people that are serious as possible and really want it, so that way you can go to the next level. That's all we got for this stream, y'all. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button. If y'all got any questions that y'all want to ask before we get out of here, let me know. Let's see what Shady said. Yo, you know, D, when you said dive into the red, that's the cheat code. I played it over 50 times, really absorbing it in, really considering the risk, and then I played my hand. Good work, bro. I'm glad you're one of those people that took it serious, and now you get to come back, you know, with the, you know, with the case study, with the story to, you know, let the people know, like, yeah, this really works. This is the way to do it. This is the way to really build your bankroll up. This is the way to really get your portfolio up. You want to find solid projects and dive in on the red. Take advantage of those discounts. Giovanni Lewis says, I won't be surprised with the 10K Ethereum maybe in 2025. Facts, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, and with the Bitcoin halving coming up, man, things could really heat up. We might see it pull back for a month or two after that, 3 months, but then things are going to really start to heat up, y'all. So just then, 10,000 blocks remain until Bitcoin halving. 65 days left. Actually, it's like six. Let's see. $63 days left until the Bitcoin halving. So that's all we got for this one, y'all. If you got some questions, drop them in the stream. Again, got my courses, stock options trading course, crypto 101 course, technical analysis course for those that are serious and ready to take it to the next level. It's ready for you, y'all, right now. $2,500 course is going for the next 5 people for $200 each. Money is not a barrier anymore. If you're really ready to take it to the next level, take advantage of that. DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Shout out to Margaret. You welcome. Quintessential says, great show tonight, brother. Appreciate it. And we are out.